Are we starting
Well,
this? I've got
It's already recording.
Yeah, we're already recording.
So am I reading the synopsis?
Well, we should introduce you first.
Yeah. Hi, guys.
Hey,
Said, hi, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Can you put
This
a
isn't
link to
YouTube.
my Instagram on the bottom so they can like?
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Hit that, smash that like button.
Yes. Link below. I want to swipe up.
I tried to do a swipe up, but you can't until you have like 10,000 followers or something.
Well, that's garbage.
Yeah.
Okay. Introduce me.
hey, listeners, welcome
Hey.
back.
Hey, you sexy 9 of you. You sexy bunch.
Welcome to number 3,
Yeah, hat trick.
hat trick. We have a guest today.
Yeah, look at us moving up in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Fame's really getting to our heads.
That's correct. And her name is Callie, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself because I'm lazy.
Hi, guys. I'm Callie. I'm Jen's sister. The cooler sister. Or the lamer one, depending on who you are.
Depends.
I mean, I think Brooke would say I'm the lamer one. Who knows?
I'm biased, though.
Yeah. Because Jen's maid of honor. That's my claim to fame.
You can't let the fans know I'm married.
Oh, shit. Well, I mean, you're not legally married, so you are like a sexy single girl. Like our guy Brad in
Single
this movie
successful.
we watched.
Single successful lady. I need
You're-
my freedom.
You're 30, flirty, and thriving.
I am living my best life right now.
It's true. But,
Drinking
I mean,
wine, eating chocolate eggs.
I invited myself to be a guest on your podcast because listening to your episode last week, found out that the movie this week was Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which is like one of my favorite guilty pleasure movies. So I invited myself.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you feel guilty for calling this movie a pleasure?
I mean, yes, because after rewatching it for the first time in like a year and a half, I realized, I mean, it's still great cast, but the hour and 29 minutes just, like, I had better things to do.
Okay.
But
Why
I
don't you
loved
tell
it.
us what the movie's about, Callie, since you love it so much?
So, per Google, the synopsis of this movie is that Stacey Hamilton, who is played by Jennifer Jason Leigh, or Leigh, is pretty but inexperienced teen interested in dating. She's given advice by her uninhibited friend Linda Barrett, and then Stacey gets trapped in a love triangle with Mark and Mike. Mike is a more assured buddy in the sex world. But meanwhile, Stacey's classmate Jeff Spicoli, who's played by Sean Penn, lives for surfing and being stoned, and he faces off against Mr. Hand, a strict teacher with no time for his slacker antics. Dun dun dun.
Alright, I'm ready to give my unpopular opinion. I was waiting till we were up and running, but I didn't like it. I was bored.
Yeah, there could have been more to it.
I think I maybe should have started with this movie and then watched the Bill and Ted movies because I just was comparing them the whole time, and they were just so much more exciting to me.
Well, that's because they have time travel. This is just the story of people.
I guess I just don't like people that much, so maybe that's where it comes from.
I feel like, you know, at that point when you took a pee break, Brooke, and Jen's like, there's only 20 minutes left.
Yeah.
That's like when the movie started.
So I missed the start of the movie by going pee?
No, but I mean, like, when
It's okay, nothing happened.
Yeah, like, when you came back is when everything happened.
Oh, alright. Well, yeah, I just think I can see how in the 80s this movie was probably, like, relatively groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Because it talks about abortion and sex and all that stuff, but I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. I didn't feel like there wasn't like a story I was following. Nothing like came together. I was like, what is Sean Penn's character doing? Like,
Yeah, that's what I thought the whole time. I was like, why is, like, Jeff Spicoli should have had his own movie.
Yeah, I'd rather watch that.
Yeah, his storyline made no sense except to be, like, the funny guy in the movie.
With him and his buddies in that Scooby van.
It was pre-indie movies before indie movies had to be a thing.
It was released on August 13th, 1982, written by Cameron Crowe, if you wanted to know that IMDb fact.
It's a good plug. It's good to put it in there.
I don't think Cameron Crowe needs any help. He doesn't need plugs. He's doing fine for himself.
Probably not, yeah. I don't know, Jen, what do you think of this movie?
I enjoy it for its nostalgia factor. I watched it as a teen, and it's a teen movie.
Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe that was part of the problem, too. Maybe I would have liked it more when I was 16.
You probably would have.
Said like it was my
Because it
sexual
was daring.
Yeah, it was my sexual awakening at like the age of 12 when our mom bought Jen the DVD duo pack from Walmart that was Fast Times and Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
Dazed and Confused is better.
Oh,
Dazed and-
absolutely.
Is that on this list, too?
It sure is.
Okay, good. Eventually we'll get there, then.
It's up higher.
I guess I had some quotes from the movie that I liked a lot. Like when, what was his name even? Barb? Bill?
Who?
Hamilton? The Hamilton guy?
Brad.
That's it. When Brad was like, I'm a single successful guy, and he unsuccessfully flipped that burger on the grill.
And he wasn't even single then.
I know, but he was planning on breaking
Yes.
up with his girlfriend.
That's true. I thoroughly enjoy that they played the she's gonna be somebody's baby every single time that Stacy had sex.
They did that?
Yeah, every time. She had the 2 times they showed her having sex with the 26-year-old and then with Mike, who I was calling Mark the whole time, but I guess they're 2 different guys.
Yep.
Eminem.
More different.
Well, I kept getting their names switched around in my head. But yeah, whenever they had sex, they played somebody's baby.
Very subtle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also really enjoyed the Assassinate Lincoln pins.
Would it be allowed these days in high school?
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
There isn't any high school anymore.
Oof. Ouch.
Can we talk about them showing, like, Linda teaching Stacy how to give a blowjob with a carrot in the lunchroom, which my first comment is, which high school is having full-size carrots for lunch?
She brought them from home. You could see her Ziploc bag of them.
Okay. Because I was like, why aren't they doing baby carrots? But also, who brings full-size carrots from home instead of baby carrots?
Girls in the 80s trying to diet.
Yeah, I suppose.
And wanting to teach their gal pals how to give a good BJ.
And then second was like, she used her teeth full on.
Yeah, she did. Not
teeth were grazing. Like, yeah. Did not
Stacey
like
did.
Yeah, she didn't like wrap the lips around the front teeth.
And
You know what I mean?
are you going to give us advice?
Well, I just feel like, you don't have your teeth. I mean, I'm trying to do this in the Skype, but like your front teeth like graze in the dick. That doesn't sound pleasant.
Maybe they're into it. Who knows?
They were like 14, so I'm assuming it was like she was giving her first blowjob to the guy that had his first blowjob.
We don't yuck other people's yums.
That's true.
Some people might like teeth.
Yeah, I suppose.
What? I've never heard that phrase, and I like it a lot.
I heard it on a different podcast.
We don't yuck other people's yums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I guess that's a pretty good scene. I also enjoyed how those nerdy boys at the other table applauded her when she got the carrot all the way in her mouth.
I have a lot of notes, but they don't make any sense. They're like, student being a bookie.
Yeah, that was Mike. Mike was the bookie.
Yeah, I like that there was a student being a bookie, and he was like scalping all the concert tickets at the movie theater.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic Mike move.
Yeah.
Now that job's just been moved online.
Yep.
It's true. It goes by Ticketmaster.
Yes.
Ooh.
Sorry if you wanted that sponsorship.
Got him.
Just really mad. They still owe me money for my Wild game that got canceled during this quarantine, so...
You're not going to get it.
Nope. It just says postponed. No refunds for postponed games. Anywho.
Axis will give you a refund.
So, side note, so far on our 200 movies, 2 out of the 3 that we've watched have featured an adorable monkey.
Was that in Frida?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not listen to the podcast?
I did listen to the podcast. I didn't watch the movie.
But we talked about the monkey.
I may have fast forwarded a bit during the parts
probably
where we talked about the movie. I just wanted to hear the commentary.
Well, that was a bad episode for commentary because you didn't get a lot.
Exactly. I listened to all of Black Hawk Down. Mainly because Jen sent me a snippet saying, "We talk about you."
Clickbait.
Yeah.
In my Insta story, like find out which Rose sibling I'm compared to.
As if it's any question.
Some people don't know me. For all of the viewers out here that have never met us,
Listeners,
sorry. I was hoping I was on a YouTube. All the listeners out here that have never met us would never know that I am Alexis Rose.
Well, now they would because they've listened to episode 2.
Exactly. That's why it was a clickbait for episode 2.
Okay.
Finishing my Cadbury egg.
Yeah, you're really killing me
can't
because you're
comment.
saying no words. You're just eating chocolate.
I
It's
feel
my
like
dinner time.
so
Giving
basically,
you a pause.
so basically, the movie is nothing until the pool scene with Linda's
The
like
iconic
Yeah.
red bikini. Phoebe Cates.
Did this movie come out before that other movie where there's like girls making out in a pool?
I think so. I think that movie.
Yeah,
You know
that
what
was
I'm
the
talking
90s.
about? Is that Cruel Intentions?
Yes.
It's not Cruel Intentions, it's something else, but
Okay. Is that the one with Reese Witherspoon when she's like 12?
there's a makeout in Cruel Intentions, but if you're talking about the one that happens in a pool, it's not Cruel Intentions.
That's Denise Richards in the other one, maybe. I don't know. Okay, but this is like the start of the pool scene for guys, for teenage boys to get aroused by.
Oh, I'm sure that was the 70s.
That's suppose. Anywho. So yeah,
Oh.
Linda Barrett.
Cruel Intentions was in the park.
Yeah,
Picnic.
with the spit.
Yeah.
Spit.
Ugh. Ugh.
You didn't find that sexy?
Wild Things is the
Yes, that's what I was thinking of. So we have Stacy's best friend Linda, played by Phoebe Cates, whatever.
Kate's.
Kate walking slowly out of the pool in the red bikini that clasps in the front for easy access, and Bradley jacking off in the bathroom, being a creeper.
classic.
Mm-hmm.
Classic Brad move.
Fucking Brad. It's like a total Brad, like a Brad and a Chad thing.
I used to, when I was a kid, I used to be obsessed with the names Brad and Chad. Like on The Sims, any man I made in The Sims had to have the name Brad or Chad.
Like
My
Brad.
current sim is named Chad.
See?
Fucking Chad.
Chad Von Douche.
Exactly, douche. Chads are douches.
But he's a babe.
No doubt.
Like Chad Michael Murray, who is a douche, but also a babe.
Actually, he's not a babe. He's my top sim in my Breed Out the Ugly challenge. He's got real big ears.
So this Phoebe Cates dropped a line when they were doing the magazine quiz.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the quiz was about.
Climaxing together.
Yeah.
Oh, like
fake.
sex
Fake
stuff in
news.
your partner, and then the question was like, when you're having sex, do you want to climax first, climax last, or climax together?
No, that's not real. That's too much work to coordinate that.
Unless if you're like masturbating next to each other, yes, but like penetrative intercourse, it's not going to happen.
Well,
I mean, like, it's very rare.
yeah.
Like, I think it's happened to me like less than 5 times.
Yeah, it's unrealistic. I don't know.
It's like you have to put forth effort to do it. Anywho, climaxing together. The 14-year-old Stacy, who answered that she would want to climax together with her 26-year-old boyfriend at the time.
At
I
the
don't
point,
think they were boyfriend and girlfriend. He just kind of fucked her and left.
He sent roses.
he did send flowers. That was
Yeah.
a nice touch.
I never had a one-night stand send me roses after, so...
What a guy.
But-
Class act.
I mean, he didn't want to get charged with statutory rape, but...
You think that was the motivation?
All right.
Jen,
What?
get it together.
What?
You're slacking.
Got nothing to say.
We're at the red bikini moment.
We already discussed that.
Post-red bikini moment. The pizza was delivered to the classroom for Jess Piccoli.
What an iconic move. I should have done that in high school. We didn't have pizza delivery in my small town, but if we
Same.
did,
Guy would do it.
yeah.
But they also said he ordered a double cheese with sausage pizza, and I did not see sausage on that pizza.
I
It's
saw
hidden.
the gray flecks.
It was hidden under the double cheese.
Mm.
I have
It
a
was
question.
small sausages.
What's his name? Jess Piccoli?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he famous? Was he a famous surfer?
No.
What was that weird clip?
That was a dream.
Oh, that didn't seem super clear. I really thought he was like a professional surfer.
No.
Okay.
My next note is Stacy's wardrobe as a 50-year-old woman. And I just didn't understand.
50-year-old Target employee?
Yeah, she wore a lot of non-form-fitting khakis and oversized sweaters. Like, I feel like Linda was her BFF. Linda should have helped her. Besides giving blowjobs, give her fashion tips.
Well, that was the style then, and she would be like 50-some years old now. So it pans out.
It's true.
She dresses like a teacher.
But she's 14.
Well, yeah. But I'm sure we'll keep some of our same styles when we're 50.
From when I was 14. What did I wear when I was 14? Some Aeropostale low-rise flare jeans.
You probably wore whatever Jen was wearing.
Somewhat.
No, she was more preppy.
I was a brand whore. But my parents wouldn't actually, like, buy us clothes from Abercrombie and Hollister, so I had to get them from Plato's Closet. We were a big Aeropostale family.
Yeah, okay.
So
you had the Aeropostale down the side shirt.
Yeah, and then like
or across the boobs.
Yeah, and like the white camis with the connected bra, but it had to be long enough to reach your butt. But like your shirt only went to your belly button.
Yeah, and the tank top was like, well, they can't see me, but it was like 3 inches under the shirt.
Yeah, and then we wore skater shoes. That was one thing I did copy from Jen. Is that she was wearing, like, Etnies and DCs, so then I had to get Etnies and DCs.
What color was your favorite pair of Etnies?
I had white ones, and then the E was, like, pink and blue checkered.
Okay.
And then I had DCs that were white with green DC signs, and I didn't like them, but I really wanted DCs, and they were the only ones that they had at, like, Zoomies or Journeys or something that were cheap enough that my mom would buy.
Yeah, Jen.
I don't remember the brand of them, but they were the same style. I got them from Hot Topic, and they were all black, and the logo was like a turquoise blue.
It was Etnies.
No, they weren't.
Oh.
They started with a V.
Volca? No.
It wasn't like a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't remember it.
It was like the Bobs of Toms. But it was
they were a skater too.
I had white Etnies with a pink and orange shimmery logo and neon orange laces that I bought separately and replaced my white laces with.
I remember I had baby fat farm shoes in like 6th grade.
Oh,
and I had the pink and orange bejeweled Fat Farm sign on the side. And then during my like summer league softball, everyone had cleats, and I was like the rebel that wore my Fat Farm shoes.
Fat Farms for softball.
And then I had strawberry shortcake laces from Hot Topic that you had to do like the checkerboard lace design.
Yeah, what a look!
I'm just saying, I looked better than Stacy.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
I think when I was 14, I feel like I was one of two looks. I was either basketball shorts and a t-shirt, which I've held on to and definitely still wear as an adult, or I was like bell-bottom jeans and a polo.
Yes.
That was it. Those two looks.
Yeah.
And with my bell-bottom jeans and my polo was probably my Etnies.
I think my favorite look from that age era, was when Jen and I went to a CD release party at the mall with our cousin Kelsey for the band Him, because we were so into like Viva La Bam, Jackass, and of course they loved the band Him. And Jen and Kelsey had their like emo goth look, and I was so hardcore trying to pretend to be them that I had like a jean mini skirt that was like from Plato's Closet, Abercrombie, with black like knee-high leggings, and then it was Jen's shirt that was black with skulls on it, and I had to wear the skull shirt so I could feel like I was blending in at Hot Topic, but I was definitely like just so preppy, but I was like, I'm hardcore because there's a skull on my shirt, rawr.
Did you still have your blonde hair?
Oh yeah,
of course.
Yeah, with my Fat Farm shoes and my strawberry shortcake laces.
What a look.
But I mean, they were
2000s were real attractive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's for sure. And now the 14-year-olds today are back to the looks that were in this movie.
They look older than me though. Like 14-year-olds these days can pull off like 30-year-old look.
That's because they have YouTube makeup tutorials.
Yeah.
The internet makes you smarter.
Like They should
Sometimes.
be wearing
That's true.
the CoverGirl liquid foundation that had that, like, you know, that smell of CoverGirl liquid foundation?
No.
Oh, it's like
No, I don't.
specific smell. But they need
Does
to
it
have
smell like clay?
yeah, basically, but it needs to be orange and only goes to your jawline. You're not allowed to look good when you're 14.
Yeah, I didn't start wearing makeup until this year, so I couldn't have told you anything about makeup from the early 2000s.
I mean, I haven't worn
Do you,
makeup in like
do
a
you
month.
even really wear makeup this year?
Not anymore.
It's been like a month. Like, I'm saving so much money on not having to buy makeup right now.
Yeah, and not having to do laundry as often because I'm wearing the same clothes for like 3 days in a row. I don't have to do laundry till I run out of underwear.
I've only spent money on buying more lounge sets, like more sweatpants and sweatshirts to wear around my house because I realized like I didn't have enough.
Yeah.
But then I dropped, like I had warmed up a chocolate chip cookie in the microwave and the chocolate was all melty. And I dropped the chocolate all down the front of my sweatshirt and I was too lazy to like clean the stain up.
So you just licked it off?
Yeah, but then I washed the sweatshirt finally 5 days later, and there's just chocolate stains all down the front, and I'm like,
You gotta
fuck
shout it out.
yeah. And then I realized I don't own that.
Dawn
Gotta
dish
get
soap.
shout.
Oh yeah, should Dawn dish.
That gets the oil out of ducks.
Yep.
I know.
And it gets the chocolate out of shirts and the blood out of sweatpants.
Will it still
And
work
oil.
a week later after
Maybe.
it's been washed?
Yeah,
Possibly.
I've had, like, this sweatshirt that I'm wearing right now actually had a grease stain on it, and we washed it and it didn't come out. We tried shout, it didn't come out, and then the next time I wore it, because then I just wore it at home, we washed it with Dawn and the grease stain came out.
I'm gonna try it. So if you didn't know, guys,
It's gotta be
Dawn
name
dish soap.
brand Dawn.
Oh, it is. Yeah,
Don't scrimp on
That's
generic
what I
Dawn.
used to-
None of that up and up.
that's what I used to hand wash my royalty dresses with, was Dawn dish soap. So anywho,
Truly the greatest invention of the probably
Modern
20th
era.
century.
so
Sometime recently.
next in my notes, I have Stacy's
Oh,
smooth
look.
pickup line to Mike.
Look, it's the guest trying to get us back on topic.
I got shit to do, guys. I got a futon to carry.
Dawn was invented in 1973.
Ooh,
Yeah.
so that was
20th
before-
century.
That was before this movie was released, guys. 9 years before.
Yeah,
I wonder if they were saving ducks with Dawn in the 70s.
probably not.
Okay. But Stacy's smooth line to Mike on the streets outside of school when he's like, Mark's a nice guy, you know, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, yeah, but I like you. Definitely
pretty
wasn't how it
smooth.
went. But yeah,
I don't know if it was the delivery or what it was, but it was very smooth.
it was definitely the delivery. She got some confidence after, you know, she had sex with a 30-year-old in the hot point.
That'll do that to a 14-year-old.
I feel like you'd have to have confidence in the first place to do that, though.
Yeah.
It's a good point. I wouldn't have done that at 14.
No. God, no. I wasn't talking to anybody at 14.
No.
I wasn't even
Myself.
talking to myself.
I was talking to my dogs.
Get some cats.
I didn't have cats when I was 14.
That's a
What a
sad
bummer.
bummer.
No, that's why I fixed it as soon as I could.
But yeah, so Stacy invites Mike over, or he asked if she had sweet tea at home, and she's like, "Yeah, I got some sweet tea. Come have some."
Got something sweet for you.
Ooh.
Oh, and he goes over. And for some reason, Stacy's parents are never home.
Oh, you guys, I just had a great line in my head.
What?
He comes over and comes inside.
Oh, no.
Literally.
Ooh.
But then Mike going over to Stacy's house was a sexual awakening that I had at the age of 12. Don't know why.
Me
I think
either.
that's because of how
Casper
smooth.
was really the movie to have that happen in.
I think it was because of how smooth Stacy was. I don't know. But then they have sex in the pool house,
For 7 seconds.
which
I
she
think
told
it was
Linda
7
it was
seconds.
15 minutes.
2 pumps.
You see his leg shaking. He gets that look on his face. He says, "I think I came."
And he knows it.
But like, how do you think you came? You're a guy. You would know. I mean, I don't have a penis, but I just feel like you know when you're a guy.
Did they have condoms in the 80s?
Yes.
Because they weren't using them in this movie.
No.
At Ridgemont High, they definitely were preaching abstinence, so they did not give out free condoms.
Fools.
So Mike bails, ignores her at school. She somehow finds out she's pregnant. They didn't give us any information on her taking a test. And
She
then
probably noticed when she didn't get a period.
Yeah, but like all that they had her practice blowjobs in the lunchroom. They didn't feel like showing her peeing on a stick though.
They had to wrap up the movie. It was approaching 90 minutes.
Sure, there was literally 15 minutes left of this movie by this time that they climaxed.
Yeah, they didn't show us anything about that. And I'm just realizing that it now. They literally just like skipped to her going up to him and being like, "Hey, I'm pregnant."
They spent an hour and 20 minutes of fucking Brad's 3 jobs that he had during this school year. But nothing about this point, which like could have been a good sex talk, I don't know, safe sex moment.
Some sex education.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the masses weren't ready for that in 1982.
Obviously. But she did tell Mike
We just got like our first on-screen same-sex kisses in the 90s.
That's true. But yeah,
America's not very liberated.
She confronts Mike, is like, dude, I'm pregnant. He's like, get an abortion. She's like, I already have an appointment. Give me half the money and a ride to the clinic. And he's like, deal. Tomorrow morning comes. Mike's a douchebag, doesn't give her the money. She should have got cash in hand. And he doesn't
And a ride.
Up.
And as Phoebe Cates said, he's not a guy. He's a little prick.
A little fucking prick.
Which is accurate.
Yeah. And that's all she got from him, too, was just a little prick.
Ooh. That's a good one.
Not even worth it. So she gets the abortion because her brother drove her there. He finds out she's in an abortion, blah, blah, blah.
And then the movie ends with the most random scene of all time.
Of them going to see a fucking dead body at the hospital.
That's not how it ended.
Oh, well, that happened. Oh, Mr. Hand showing up to Jeff Spicoli's house?
Nope.
No.
Oh, the
7-Eleven scene.
Yeah.
You should have waited. We had to see if she got it.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Oh, she can cut all this. Do it again. Oh, no.
No, we don't cut things anymore, remember?
Except for at the long, awkward pauses.
Brad gets fired from the pirate place.
Well, he kind of quits. He throws all of his shit out the window when he's driving.
The generic Long John Silver's or whatever.
Yeah.
And now he works at the gas station where Jeff Spicoli comes in. They have a plate full of fresh baked cookies at the register.
I was intrigued by that. Was that a thing in the 80s? Complimentary freshly baked cookies at a gas station?
Like, did his mom make them before his shift? Like, was it his... You know on people's first day they bring, like, donuts to the office?
It definitely wasn't his mom. His parents weren't even in the movie.
It's true.
Parents didn't exist in the 80s.
The daughter somehow got pregnant at their house, took a pregnancy test, had an abortion, had 3 different boyfriends, dated a 30-year-old, no parents.
Yeah.
Anywho,
They were busy.
Brad gets an attempted robbery at work. He throws a pot of hot coffee, and Jeff Spicoli's like, good job, or whatever he said.
Actually, I think he says gnarly.
Oh yeah, you said you liked that word. Gnarly.
No, that was at the hospital. That was at the morgue.
And Jeff Spicoli's got a Colt 45 shirt on.
Yeah, it's a pretty good shirt. And that's like the movie, that's the whole thing.
I
pieced together, without prior knowledge, that Stacey Hamilton was the mom from Atypical because of that stupid smile.
I think the worst part about this movie was that Mark Ratner has no self-respect and takes Stacey back.
Is that why they called him Rat?
His last name was Ratner.
Oh my gosh. Rat. I was so confused. I was like, this guy's name's Mark. We've been calling him Mark the whole movie. Why at the end in the credits are we calling him Rat?
But, like, he has no self-respect. Like, his best friend knocked up the girl he loves.
He probably doesn't know that detail. He probably just knows that they slept together.
This relationship's already to a faulty start. I want to know how long it lasted.
Well, she wanted a romance, and he was going to give it to her, so it probably lasts, because he's smitten.
That's true.
Probably at least for a year. Just long in high school times.
I didn't even have a year-long relationship in high school. It's 10 months.
Yeah, mine was like 4 months.
You had a few, Jen.
I had a few.
Yeah.
But the longest was like 4 months.
Was that your Nick?
Yeah.
I dated the same boy from 7th grade to, like, 10th grade, pretty much.
How was that?
Was he the one that was gay?
No. I never dated anyone that turned out to be gay.
Oh.
He was just my friend.
Okay.
Well, that was fast for Ridgemont High.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I just wanted more time travel and more stoner action than it provided me.
They should
Look at the
definitely have
stoner
had a
action in
sequel.
Dazed and Confused.
Like have a spin-off of just Spicoli.
Did they
Probably
not
didn't
have
want
that?
to work with him after he beat up Madonna.
Sean Penn. He beat up Madonna.
Dark.
Yeah, they dated in like the 80s or the 90s, probably the 80s, and he
Didn't
beat her up.
Scarlett Johansson date him?
I don't know.
I think so.
Is Sean Penn still making movies?
Let's see.
He just wrote a book a couple of years ago.
About
Let's look
what?
at Sean Penn.
I don't know. It was like a novel.
Did anybody read it?
I don't know.
The last
He's kind of crazy now. He probably always was a little crazy.
he was in a movie in 2015 called The Gunman. He was in Gangster Squad in 2013. That was about it recently.
So, Jen, how would you rate this movie from a scale of 1 to 7? 1 being, again, I just literally couldn't care less, and 7 being, you need to watch this in order to understand your life.
You've upped it from 1 to 5 to 1 to 7?
Yeah, why not?
Either way, my answer's still 1.
That's why I gave you a bigger scale, just in case.
I don't think it's all that essential. It's just a teen movie.
Sure.
There are plenty of coming-of-age stories out there in the world right now. Take your pick. They're all the same.
If we were still in the 80s, would you rate it higher?
Probably, but I don't know.
It had a
I
really
wasn't-
good cast.
I guess it's a lot more edgy than John Hughes movies,
Sure.
so it was probably daring and fun.
Ooh. Callie, what would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 7
Well,
in
first,
essentialness?
I want to do a segue that Sean Penn has a free coronavirus testing site in Malibu, and he was tested 6 days ago. No idea if he was positive. But in essentialness, I would say just because of the cast and stuff, I would say like a 3.
Ooh, that's
And
the
I
highest
think it's
score
an
any of our
iconic-
movies have gotten.
Well,
Yeah.
what's it out of 7 or 10?
Yeah.
Oh,
7.
7? Oh, then like a 2 or 1.5 if we're doing halves.
If it were out of 5, what would you say?
A 1.
And if it were out of 10, you would say 3?
Yeah. I don't think that there's like some great cinematic moment in it, but I think like probably the abortion topic, if we're going serious, and then the Sean Penn of it all makes it kind of fantastic.
Fun.
Yeah. And then like the Linda Barrett bikini scene. There was like iconic moments within it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was a big movie for
Yeah.
the time, but right now it's not very essential.
Yeah. Like if you want a useless, mindless movie to like just get high to and laugh, it's your movie. It is only an hour and a half.
That is a bonus.
Yeah, it's very quick. What do you rate this movie, Brooke, out of 7?
I'm going to guess it's a 1.
Yeah, it's a pretty hard one. Maybe like a 0.5, if that's allowed.
Anything's allowed. There's no rules.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't really care about it, and I didn't feel like it moved me at all. I didn't have any sort of sexual awakening. I didn't... It just didn't do it for me. I also have never really been a Sean Penn fan, and I didn't recognize anyone else except for that one lady, and I didn't like... She's my least favorite character in Atypical, so really probably not my movie. All around.
I think I only credit it so highly just because I saw it so many times growing up, because Jen would always keep the Dazed and Confused DVD to herself, so then I could always take this one. When I wanted like an 80s movie, Jen would hide her like Brat Pack movies, and then this and Dazed and Confused, so then I was stuck with Fast Times. But I think if I watched it for the first time like you did today, Brooke, I definitely would be like, this is a trash movie.
Yeah.
Didn't say it's trash.
I didn't say it's trash. I just
I
don't
mean, like,
personally
you don't
like
need
it.
to watch it.
No, I would have been good if I still had never seen that movie.
Yeah.
So far we have Fast Times at Ridgemont High. We've got an average of a 1. I would say maybe like a 1.25 with Callie's score. What was the movie we watched last week? Black Hawk Down. Got like a 1.5 average because Jen gave it a 2 and I gave it a 1.
Yeah.
Frida we didn't rate though because we didn't have our scale yet. So we should probably rate Frida.
Are we doing out of 5?
Yeah, we'll keep 5 can be our scale. That's fine.
I'd say maybe 3 or 4 for that one.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'd give
3.
it a 4.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain?
I guess it would probably be because it informs you about Frida.
And she's dope.
Yeah.
I would agree. It's very
That one's at least informational.
informational and really well done. So I don't know, I would give it a 4. Callie, have you seen Frida?
Have not.
I can send you the link if you want to.
You know, I think I'm good. Selma Hayek bugs me. How long is the movie?
Long.
It's like 2 hours-ish.
Yeah, you know, I have to watch Little Fires Everywhere this weekend and, like, clean my toes
Little
or
Fires Everywhere
something,
was
so I'm good.
It was a really fast watch for us.
Does it
We
come out
watched it in
weekly?
like a day. It's
Is it-
out. It's fully out now.
Okay, that's good. Because sometimes Hulu does stupid stuff like release weekly.
They did do that. But it's
Okay.
been 8 weeks and it's 8 episodes, so.
Oh. Well, there we go. What's your
Really
guys'
good.
next movie?
Oh, it's going to be quite the trip.
Do we announce it yet or do we wait till the end? Build
Oh, I don't know.
suspense.
Whatever
Just
you
say it now.
wanna
I
do.
want to know.
It's Requiem for a Dream.
What?
We're going to get real fucking sad.
Ooh.
Oh my god. I haven't watched that movie since I'm pretty sure like me, you, and Kelsey snuck it when we were way too young to watch that movie.
We didn't sneak it. Our parents fully encouraged
That's
it.
true.
Gina liked it because she loves Jared Leto.
And isn't Johnny Depp in it?
No.
Maybe I think of it. Oh, I'm thinking of Don Juan. I don't think that's Johnny Depp either. I was like imagining the covers of the movie.
Hey, Requiem for a Dream's on Hulu.
It is.
I think it's also on HBO.
I can't believe that movie's so low on the list.
It is.
Well, maybe they debated putting it on there or not. People could stomach it.
Such a good movie.
Haven't seen this movie in a very, very long time.
At least 10 years.
I've watched it recently, either
Really?
early this year or the end of last year.
Why?
Because I saw it was on a streaming service and I was like, oh, that is a really good movie. I'm just not sure I'm mentally prepared to watch it right now. And then I was like, one day I just did it. And it was good.
That's good.
It's very sad.
We'll be the judge of that next week.
So what'd you guys do this week?
I worked.
Did anybody do anything fun? Anybody go outside?
I went on a walk yesterday and the day before. Yesterday I jogged for 30 seconds of my walk. So basically I'm going to run a marathon when this quarantine's over because I'm an athlete now.
For what reason?
Sarcasm. Fully an athlete for running 30 seconds.
You ran 30 seconds for sarcasm?
No, like I said that I'm going to run a marathon as sarcasm.
Oh. Yeah,
But
no,
why
I was
did-
asking why you ran for 30 seconds.
Period.
Well, because I thought like, oh, I'm outside on this walk. I haven't gone to the gym in 2 months. I've ate Olive Garden 4 days this week.
We haven't gone to the gym for 2 months, but we've only been quarantined for a month.
Yeah, so it took a long time to mentally allow myself back to the gym after my hand healed for my surgery. That like when I finally went back, I was like, why do I work out? I have better things to do. So yeah. But then I realized that like during this, I've been home for over a month now, that I will go spans of like 7 days without leaving my apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you go outside every day, Jen.
I know. I have a legit excuse.
Yeah, so like I won't leave my apartment for like 7 days and I'll forget what it is like outside. So then I force myself
Nice.
out. But now that I went outside 2 days in a row, I think I'm good for like 2 weeks.
I think last week when we met up for this, I hadn't been outside of my apartment in like 14 days.
Yeah.
This week went a little better. I think I went on 3 or 4 walks this week, so I left a few times. And we, they did the street sweeper on our street out here, so I had to go move my car. So I had to leave for that too.
Yeah. Well, I guess we did go outside on Tuesday to drive to Olive Garden to get our meals for like the past this week. Shout out to Jen for the Olive Garden gift card for Nick's birthday. They have, this is an Olive Garden plug right now, for $12.99. You get 2 meals, 2 full-size meals, plus breadsticks and salad.
If for some reason we do get famous, Olive Garden, please sponsor us. The ultimate sponsor. I will eat Olive Garden into the microphone so you can get Olive Garden enjoyment sounds.
I have decided, and like I told Nick this, and he didn't like really agree, but I don't care, that my wedding is going to be Olive Garden. Like that's our dinner.
It should be.
Yeah.
Olive Garden is trash.
You know what, Jen? You paid $50 for an Olive Garden gift card for us, so thank you.
Would you let them sponsor us?
Sure.
Thank you for that. Take back. She almost said it again, and then I asked that question, and she took it back.
I mean, who is your
You're
dream
entitled to your
sponsor?
opinion, but your opinion is stupid.
Yeah. You had Qdoba for your wedding, Jen.
It wasn't my choice. Our first choice backed out. We had a week to find food. They were the only ones that could do it for a good price.
Why don't you like Olive Garden? That just confuses me.
It's
because
bread.
it gives me diarrhea every time I eat it.
Well, what do you eat there? Well, yeah, it's like Applebee's. Like, you know what you're eating. You know what you're gonna get.
It is very cheese heavy. So
yeah, I know. And pasta always makes my tummy hurt anyways. That's why we don't eat it a lot.
Well, and because, like, you're lactose intolerant and you refuse to accept it.
What?
You're lactose intolerant. You refuse to accept it.
I know, but I take lactate pills.
When was the last time you ate
I just think she
Olive
ignores
Garden?
it.
Oh, it was the rehearsal dinner for Taylor's brother's wedding. So 2018.
Yeah, and you had, like, catered. You have to get it, like, you have to be able to get your own choice of food.
Well, my choice was there.
Oh. Anywho, who's your dream sponsor for your podcast?
Brooke Linen.
What?
Brooke Linen's the world's best sheets. They're cool and soft. And you feel like all slippy slidey in between the sheets. Brooke Linen. Use code JEN to get 20% off your first order.
Why would the code be Jen?
It's always the person's name.
Well, because their podcast is like their name.
Not always.
Is this like can we do a plug for our new podcast that has no name?
Or
Jen?
it would be ExpressVPN. Protect your data while online.
Ooh.
Didn't you ask what our drink
mattress.
podcast or our drink sponsor would be?
I thought she said
Casamigos.
dream.
Casamigos.
Oh, I heard drink, and I was like, Brooke Linen. I've never heard of this. I feel like I know what Jen drinks.
No, my drink of choice would be Veuve Clicquot, however you say it, champagne.
Is there a difference in the Veuve between like the pink bag and the orange bag?
Veuve doesn't come in a bag.
Like the zip-up bag, carry bag.
Oh, well, they do a rosé, kind of.
Oh, so that's probably the pink one I've
champagne.
seen. Okay.
I would want Boda Box.
Yes.
The best boxed wine.
I can honestly say I don't think I've ever had boxed wine in a glass.
You've slapped
it's
the
only
bag
been
too
when
many
people
times.
bring it out to slap the bag.
Yeah, I have evolved from that, Jen.
There's like a difference between a Franzia boxed wine and a Boda Box wine. Or a house, like the house box wine.
I don't know. I don't buy wine enough where it matters.
Yeah, I do. When it runs out, I just get a new one. Just replace it.
Boda Box is good. California Roots is a good one.
I really have only had the Boda Box one.
California Roots is the Target brand wine. It's $5.
I mostly just drink French martinis at home because Taylor's mom kept us in supply of that. All the ingredients years ago.
I'm surprised you didn't say that tequila you like.
Casamigos?
Kevin got me a bottle of Casamigos for my birthday. I still haven't had it yet though. But yeah, otherwise our go-to is Espolon.
Yeah, that's what I'm drinking today.
That's
what I have in my dinner.
It's like a high-end budget tequila.
Yeah. Like you're doing better than Jose Cuervo, but you're not at like
Don Julio.
Yeah,
Patron.
Don Julio or Patron. It's like Jose, Espolon, Patron, Don Julio. I went to a housewarming party for some acquaintances, and we all chipped in $30 to get like the 1993 Don Julio bottle, like that tall one that the Kardashians drink. There was like 10 of us that went in, and I did a shot of it, and it was like, you can't mix that. Like that is shot tequila.
So you paid $30 for one shot of tequila?
Well, I had 2 shots, but it was just like, you know, they got this fancy bottle, and it was worth it.
Yeah. Taylor's family always gets me a fancy bottle for Christmas now.
But
so I've got a lot of tequila in my
Kylie
house.
Kardashian, Kylie Jenner Don Julio bottle.
No, but they're still over $100.
And then it got stolen. Yours did.
But they got me a replacement.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, I think they mailed it for my birthday or gave it to me at some point. I don't remember.
It's a while ago.
Well, you guys, your guest has to go.
Why?
I have to go bring my futon inside and make my child dinner. My child being my boyfriend.
Ew, you have a boyfriend.
Yeah, it's better than a husband.
I don't have a husband.
Not better than a girlfriend.
Oh! Do you have a fiance then, Jen? I mean, you guys had 2 weddings.
Yeah, but none of them were legal.
We have a second guest here tonight for this podcast. He goes by the name of Zappa. He's the handsomest devil in Boulder, Colorado.
He does.
Zappa, do you want to lick the computer and make some mouth noises?
He's on the wrong side of the computer for that.
Well,
I
guys,
just want some snuggles.
thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining.
You can follow me on Instagram at Callie Tilly.
Yeah, we're going to take that plug out. We don't do that here.
Follow my new podcast with my sister Jen, Untitled, about cheesy YA film shows. Sponsor me, Olive Garden.
You can steal my sponsor.
I brought it up. Smash the like button. Subscribe. 5 stars. I don't know how these influencers do it.
It's not how we do it.
The influencers set up an OnlyFans account.
You know, I still like being employed by a company, so I'm not going to show my show my body or have sex for money.
You could
yet.
just do foot stuff. You could just send foot pics.
Like, I've contemplated it, and I really want to find out how people do that, and I also want to know how to, sell my underwear. So if anyone's got any
It's real easy.
If anyone's got any tips on sending my underwear, selling it.
You set up an OnlyFans account.
Do you know from experience, Jen?
No, I just internet a lot.
All right. Well, thanks for having me.
Peace. Hey, Jen.
Hey, Brooke.
Welcome.
Welcome to our podcast.
We just cut all of the rest of that out and start here.
We are Cardboard Empire.
This week we watched
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Which doesn't even deserve a synopsis.
You don't really need one. Teen comedy from the 80s.
Who even knows what it was about? Not us.
It's about sex and drugs and pizza.
I really like how you're putting the mic as close to your mouth as possible.
I know. I just know how much people loved it last week, so I thought I'd keep it up this week.
Yeah, who told you that they loved it?
Everybody. You, Callie, Taylor, all big fans.
Big fans of the show.
Hell yeah.
Do we want to give a little bit of time to what you got up to this week, since you didn't really answer your own question earlier?
Nobody asked me.
Jen, what did you get up to this week?
Well, I went to work for about an hour every day. I continuing to watch Mad Men. And I did have a retort to your statement about how you didn't like it because it was misogynistic. And I do get that. There is a lot of that. But there are also several powerful female characters that I feel if you don't give the show the right amount of time, you'll miss out on. Because Peggy and Joan are female badasses excelling in their career despite trying to be brought down by the men.
How far into the show do I have to get to be introduced to Joan and Peggy?
The first episode.
Oh. Okay.
But as their stories go on, I mean, Joan is already a powerhouse feminist from the get-go. But Peggy takes a little while to get into her skin because she starts out as just a secretary at 22 years old, but then becomes a copywriter, makes a name for herself, stands up to the men, becomes a badass feminist icon by the end of the show.
All right.
And then even the wives. You got to give the wives their credit. Just because they're staying at home doesn't mean they're not badasses. They still stand up to their husbands, divorce them when they start cheating. They're like, I ain't taking none of this crap. I don't need you. Just give me half your money and I'll go.
Yeah. Well, you've piqued my interest.
Yeah.
How much farther into Mad Men did you get? Where are you at in the show?
Oh, God. I think I might be in season 5, but it might be season 4. I think I'm on season 5.
Did you start last week?
No, 2 weeks ago, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, 2.5 seasons per week. That's a little bit.
Yeah, and they're 40-some minute episodes.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm also watching Schitt's Creek in between because you reminded me how much I loved that show last week.
Ooh.
So now I think I'm also on season 3 of that now.
Excellent choice.
Rewatching that.
I don't know if you heard. Did you watch Parks and Rec?
I tried, but then I got bored. But I did see they're coming back for a one episode coronavirus special thing.
Yes, they are, and I'm really excited. I love that show.
How are they gonna film that while staying at home?
I have a feeling it'll be like us right now, but just an episode of it, yeah.
Like Saturday Night Live's doing?
I didn't know that's what they were doing, but yeah, I know a lot of talk shows are doing it that way.
Yeah.
I hope that's how they do it. They just frame it like all of the characters move to different states, so the only way that they can get in touch is to Skype.
Or maybe they'll do just like a live script reading, like Big Mouth did.
Maybe.
And then maybe film it later.
Maybe, yeah. I would say they have quite a few options, and I would enjoy any of them.
Yeah. Other than that, not much has been going on here. Part of the state's reopening this weekend.
That's
fun.
a deal. That's a deal.
I'm not. Boulder County and Denver County are staying at home.
Makes sense. Bigger cities.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to think back on the week when time doesn't really matter. So I don't know what actually happened this week.
I legitimately center my weeks, like my time frame is pretty much when we do our when we do this.
Exactly. It's like, okay, today's Friday, I got the podcast tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I know what day of the month it is because I track my water on a piece of paper.
I've got a calendar and I check days off.
Okay, see, so I could tell you what number calendar day it is.
Yep.
But I can't always tell you Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday. I forget about Sunday.
I know the days of the week, I just never know what happened during them.
Sure. It's all kind of a blur, really.
Yeah.
We had one night, I think it was Monday night, Mara and I both separately doing our own things, accidentally stayed up till 1 a.m. and then had to get up at 6:30 for work Tuesday morning, which we regretted. And then we were just crabby on Tuesday. We were just not in good moods.
Yeah.
My dad had a birthday this week.
Oh, he also had a quarantine birthday.
Yeah, except for I found out he had 10 people over to his house.
Well, he is in Iowa.
It makes you immune if you live in a rural area.
That's what they say.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Just go inject some bleach, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I know that happened this week.
Mm-hmm. Jesus. What a time. We started playing Catan Universe with Mara's sister and her husband several times this week. We played 3 games, and I won all 3 games.
Congrats, I've never played.
You like Risk, right?
I love Risk.
You'd probably like Catan. It's not as complicated as Risk, or as aggressive as Risk, but...
Yeah, I've just never had anybody to play with.
Well, if you get Catan Universe, we could play remotely. It was $5.
Maybe I could talk Taylor into that. I think we played Monopoly this week.
Fun.
Yeah, we both won a game, so that's the best way to end it.
Yeah,
we also did Mario Party.
Mario Party, did you win again?
Of course.
With 7,000 stars, which makes no sense to me.
It was 22 or 23.
How is that possible?
You do 30 turns on the one map that starts with a T, where the stars never move, they stay in the same place, so you can buy 2 at a time, and then the last 3 turns you can buy 3 at a time.
I must not play on that map much.
It's the 4th one, and it's all gold.
Oh, Kamek's Castle?
Yes, Kamek, not a T. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We've only played on that a couple times.
Yeah, you do 30 turns on that one, and you can rack up stars quickly.
Okay.
Especially if you get a lot of allies, so you can move a lot more.
Yeah, thanks for your strategy.
Yep.
Mara typically beats me at Mario Party. I think I've only won once.
I tend to beat Taylor more.
Anything else you got up to?
Not really, I don't think. I don't think we cooked anything special this week.
We did a lot of cooking this week.
I don't know what we did for food this week. I don't remember any of our dinners.
We slept through meals. We slept for food.
Yeah, I have literally no idea. I'm sure we ate.
Clearly they were memorable.
Very.
We made chicken chili enchiladas.
Didn't you have those last week?
No.
Or did you just talk about that you were going to have them this week?
We made them on Saturday, I think, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when we recorded.
Yeah. And then we made pesto chicken broccoli flatbread,
Yeah.
which was tasty.
Not a major pesto fan.
It had jalapenos in it. You like those.
I do.
We had... This morning I woke up and made hash browns for the first time.
Ooh, you're a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but it went pretty good. I was pretty proud of myself. Felt like I was in The Sims and I leveled up my cooking skill today. And Mara made blueberry streusel bread.
Fancy.
Which is really tasty. And she's trying for the first time to level up her baking skill in The Sims. She's making homemade chocolate croissants.
Bread.
Yeah, well, what do you do? I didn't do much else this week either, I guess. I beat the Outer Worlds, finally, which was really good.
Well, you just answered my question. I asked how it was.
Oh, and I didn't hear you. Yeah, it was excellent. I really enjoyed it. The ending, there are different endings you can get. I got the ending I wanted. You know me, I'm the nicest person of all time, so I saved the world.
What?
I started playing Ori and the Blind Forest last night. We'll see how that goes. It's an older game. I don't remember when it came out. It's an indie game. It's like a platformer. It's like a side scroller.
I don't know what that is.
With a cute story. Sort of like the Mario games, you know? How it moves side to side.
Oh.
And you jump up on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a side-scrolling platformer.
I've been playing Solitaire on my phone.
Why?
Guess it's something I can play by myself that's free.
I guess. We could play something. What could we play? Words with Friends?
I play that every day.
You do?
Yes.
Who do you play Words with Friends with?
My dad.
That's cute.
Yeah, we've been playing since it came out.
I think I actually knew that, because I think I played with you for a beat.
Yeah, nobody ever wants to play with me.
Are you just too good because of your English degree?
No.
Yeah, I just don't really... I play that game for a little bit, and then I'm sick of it, and I uninstall it.
Yeah. Me and my dad, we don't really text or talk on the phone, so it's just kind of how we keep in touch with each other.
Yeah. That's
I'll talk to my mom, and I'll be like, Neil hasn't played Words with Friends for 3 days. Is he alive? It's like, yeah, he's just been busy playing his other game. Oh. Okay.
He's left you in the dust. He dusted you.
Yeah, I get ghosted by my own dad on Words with Friends.
We could play... does Booty have Mario Kart on his Switch?
Yeah.
We could play that.
We could.
I don't really know mobile games very well.
Me either. I just know Solitaire and Words with Friends.
I play Dr. Mario on my phone sometimes. I do the New York Times Daily Mini Crossword every day. Is Booty talking to you?
No.
What are you looking at then?
I've been clicking my pen and flicking it and seeing if it comes up on the waveforms, and it does.
Maybe we should just end there. I think our attention is faltered.
That's true. I think I need dinner. It's 7:00.
Yeah, it's 8 here and I haven't had dinner yet, so...
Oh wow, you're hours behind your schedule.
I know, and I kind of have left... I also didn't eat lunch today, really.
Yeah?
And I've kind of left Mara to make dinner on her own. I can smell the bacon, so...
Oh, are you guys having, BLTs?
We're making bacon apple flatbread.
You guys eat a lot of flatbread.
Yep. It's really easy and it's really delicious. So...
Well, alright.
It was nice chatting with you. I miss you during the 7 days that I only talked to you on Snapchat.
Or text.
Or talk to you really all day. I miss you during those days where I just only digitally communicate with you.
Well, that's what this is too.
That's true. I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
Next week is what movie again?
Requiem for a Dream.
We said that at the same time.
We're just twins.
Twinning. Okay.
Okay.
Till next week.
Be excellent to each other.
Be excellent to each other.